NoCodeXpress provides a proprietary method called JSON-Relational mapping to map relational database tables to JSON data structures. That way, a developer can easily construct an object without needing to worry about the underlying table structure. Developers can also insert complex JSON data structures to the database tables. To demonstrate the concept, I have created a simple schema. In this diagram, the classroom entity has one instructor, multiple students, and a single subject. The schema represents a complex JSON data structure mapped to database tables. You can drag and drop to create an entity. Once it is created, you can create fields and assign a MySQL data structure. To create relationships, you need to create fields and select the entity name as the underlying data type. If you want to make it an array, just click on the isArray checkbox. To create these tables in the database, you need to drag and drop the block Update MySQL Schema. NoCodeXpress provides a testing sandbox with MySQL. Let's create the schema and run the admin workflow. When you click on View Logs, you can see the create scripts that are automatically generated. Let's automatically generate an API endpoint from the schema. Just select the schema, select the entity, and let's select the post API endpoint because we need to insert data. As you can see, the endpoint is generated with all the blocks. And let's run the API endpoint. And you can automatically generate the post body. Let's enter some sample data. Let's run the endpoint. And if you view the logs, you can see the insert scripts that are executed. Let's auto-generate an API endpoint to retrieve the data that is inserted to database. Let's say select get. And in get endpoints, you can construct the JSON data structure from the schema. Just select the schema and select the entity classroom, and you can construct the JSON structure just like this. Let's run the endpoint. As you can see in the result, it retrieves the data that is in the tables. You can also add a where clause and configure pagination. Even the API documentation is also auto-generated. Schemas can get really complicated. Also, sometimes the response data structures can also become really complicated. You can even construct from a very complicated schema. Even the API documentations can sometimes become really complicated.